Greetings everyone, this is Lightstar and welcome back to my channel. I am excited so much today because we're going to talk about some things that I think you're going to be very interested in. And I'm not on camera today because I have something I would like to share with you guys. And I wanted to record it with this microphone. That's why you're not seeing me this time. But I wanted to share something really cool and an experience that happened. And I also wanted you guys to really focus on the visual I'm going to put up in a moment about this experience. And it's about art and something that happened that I feel actually validates a lot of my own art. And it also is going to prove the point that AI out there in the world, with all of the artwork that it's creating and the music that it's creating, still is lacking some of the emotions, the heart, the channeling part of artwork and music and all sorts of creative stuff that comes down the line to all of us. And this is going to prove my point about being a complete channel of art and music and all that fun stuff that we love and has so much soul and energy to it, versus maybe just AI by itself that has no ability to really tune in to higher frequencies and other vibrations that we humans have, but not tapping into the, solely AI, because we've seen AI become just crazy all over the place, taking over the world, if you want to say, almost. It seems like it's just everywhere. And I just want to take a quick second here to divert on something that I wanted to not forget about, and that is to thank all of you who are on my YouTube channel, especially to thank you guys for your feedback on one of my most recent videos that I put up for the 528 Hertz VEGA Fearless Journey Shamanic Sound Bath that I am starting some new content with, and I wanted to put it out there to see what you guys think, because I've been working really hard on this and I wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for your feedback, because it sounds like you all really like this content and you really want to see more of it. So that is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to work on creating some new content like that, and so that it's the music that I create as well as a visual, and now it's going to be animating my artwork. We're bringing my artwork to life in a new way and activating the animation and the visuals for you, as well as the music and light language activation as well, that I'm going to be putting into these super unique activations for you guys to listen to while you're, many of you are listening to it while, just in the background, or going to sleep to it and all that. So I'm going to be coming out with different kinds of variations. So I'm always open to suggestions to what I can create. But I'm going to start with a few of them and have some different kinds of energy coming forth. And so that's coming out. But I do want to say it's a lot of work for me and a lot of time and energy and funds and everything. So if you guys really want me to do it, that's great. But I could sure use some support. So either go to my website and purchase some stuff, or even just give me a donation to the work to continue doing this, because it takes a lot of my time, energy, funds, and all of that. And I want to create them for you, but I also have to make a living somehow. So if you want to do that, you can go onto my website and onto my donation page, or you can purchase some of my products and services. And then I will, that helps me to obviously continue to create for you guys, which is what I really want to do. So go ahead and check all that stuff out. But I want to thank you guys as I put that out for some feedback on the channel and on that specific video. So I appreciate it, and more to come. And make sure that you go on to the YouTube channel out there and subscribe. I like to call it joining the tribe, but do that because that's where it's going to be right now. I believe I'm going to also make a playlist on that channel, so that those are where all of those kinds of videos will be held. I don't believe I'm going to create a new channel just now, so they're going to be on my channel. So go ahead and do that hit the notifications bell, do the little join thing, give it a thumbs up, let me know on your feedback in the comments and all that stuff so I know how you guys are enjoying them, and engage with the channel. All right, thanks you guys. I've been bombarded with emails the last couple of months, especially with all sorts of new things coming out as far as products and software and everything that's upgrading with new AI technology. Now, I could go into AI a lot on another channel, but or another video, but what I wanted to really, because it's not like it's all horrible, but there are some negative aspects to it. And one of them is in the art field, which is what I'm going to talk about, because we've all noticed seems like AI just is spitting out stuff and taking away people's jobs, right? I'm an artist, so I definitely pay attention to these kinds of things. But the experience that happened to me was someone reached out to me and sent me an email with a question, basically. And the question was initially, do you paint your artwork merely as entertainment, or does it have a connection link with real purposes? Now, first of all, just to clarify, I am not a painting artist, except for if you think of it as digital artist, because I am a digital artist. So I utilize the canvas in Photoshop and Illustrator, and I also hand draw the codes as well. So I wanted to share my response and then his response that came back to me, because it's really important that you guys tune into this. It's very interesting. So basically, this person's name is Dennis. I believe it's pronounced Dennis. I could be wrong because I was doing this via email. So if it's Danae or something like that, apologies. But this person, I've got permission to share their experience. So that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. So I responded back to this person just by letting them know, my art is digitally based, and basically my canvas ultimately resides in my third eye and gets translated into an art form through the digital tools of computer programs. But when it comes to the light codes and the symbols and the glyphs and light language that you see embedded in my artwork, these codes are hand-drawn, freeform, and then digitally based, either on paper and scanned or via digital tablet. So that's kind of what I was describing. And I also say that I don't really create for entertainment, actually, at all. It's a soul calling for helping to raise consciousness of humanity. And all of my artwork embodies and emanates living codes within them that are created as I work through the higher dimensions of the angelic, galactic, and elemental realms, and then that gets transported onto the artwork itself. And I was explaining that my attunement art is infused with high frequencies, sacred colors, light codes, vibrational activating glyphs, and basically whether I am commissioned an artwork or my own visual attunement art that I create, there's always light codes involved at an integral level. And these light codes weave into your energy field and purely serve for the highest good. So I look at it like my process initiates its own vortex to initiate those higher echelons of love and light and help to dissolve distorted vibrations. And the goals of my art are always to propel humanity forward to reach higher levels of divine enlightenment and alignment. And the attunements that people may receive from my art can assist with memory recall, activation, awakening, clearing, upgrades, downloading integrations, shielding, shifts, and breakthroughs. All sorts of things, right? And life adjustments that can happen in various ways. But one of the most prominent ways is through the infusion of the higher frequencies of light, love, and cosmic codes from divine multidimensional realms into your own personal life, your home, your office, and all of that. And then as you begin to realign with the higher frequencies, lower vibrations causing blocks or static to your own divine alignment will begin to dissolve. Okay? So I wanted to share that because some of you guys don't really know what my art does. It's not just pretty pictures, and it's not just for entertainment. So I really wanted to explain that because this question came up. So, but where it went from there is that this person responded back to me and said that they had actually some sort of astral travel, and there's a specific art image that this person was inquiring about for the purpose of this, exchange we were having. And it was one of my images called Guardian Sacred Builder. And a lot of you guys are familiar with this one. This was actually a custom image that I created for my beautiful client, Rick, and he sometimes goes by Blue Star. And so thank you, Blue Star, once again, if you're listening to that, because he was the inspiration as a custom image and also now for the world. And so this person, Dennis, let's call him Dennis, was inquiring about this particular image because he said he was having some kind of astral travel, and he says he supposes that he met him, and meant he really met him, and he knows many details about the picture and the meanings. And he just saved that experience in his subconscious mind. And that one day he was surfing through the internet randomly, and I saw this picture, which was exactly the vision I had in my travel. And he said, with all of that explaining, I just wanted to let you know that these pictures are somehow and sort of real. So you may confirm that your inspiration is not just fantasy, but actually clear channelings. And so I was very excited, and something prompted me to actually ask Dennis if he would mind sharing what the experience was that he had. So this is all through an email, so I'm not talking to the person live, but just to share the experience and if it was something he was interested in doing. And sure enough, he really was, and he was totally open with me sharing this with all of you, and it is so powerful. And that's why I asked to be able to share this vision that he had about this image. And so why I wanted to do this is to share this with you. And I'm going to put the image up on screen that you're seeing and keep it up here so that you can have reference to what he is describing in a lot of the descriptions here. And so just keep in mind, this is through email, and I don't think the person actually, English I don't believe is their first language, so I had to decipher some of the words in here and try to write them out a little bit better so I could explain it to you or to share this. So what I wanted to do is just read his description on what's going on and the experience that he had. So let's just get into that, okay? He says, in my travel, my soul, I suppose, was in kind of an exhausted state because some reoccurring tough circumstances I was going through. And in the vision, I was somehow surfing the cosmos like lost, and a kind of a voice told me that I couldn't go further to another plane because I wasn't ready, and then pointed in a light away in the distance, and I appeared where the picture shows. It's like this guardian is a spiritual master, but he also has his quote-unquote private life in that plane. As we in normal life, he has a job and appears in that location and gets fixed in that exact position for a period of time, possibly daily. The symbol on his chest was moving in a circle as the clock, and it represented the order or mission he is in charge of. It's like galactic missionaries or workers carrying responsibilities for helping consciousness grow, like hierarchy of labors in our society. Okay, well, every now and then, the guardian leaves his position and the symbol on his chest turns off, like stops shining, but remains with him because it's like a contract he has with a corporation that indicates he works with them. If he will promote to a higher position or a different task or organization, the symbol may be replaced for a different one. It's somehow like a temporary tattoo they carry. Well, and the pyramids have light lines pointing upward, right? Those are actually real channels that connect different stars or planets or planes with planet Earth. And for a soul, it's like taking the train to go faster from one city to another, Well, the light of the different pyramids is then like a lift elevator for the soul. And the ones who get incarnated or astral traveling need to go through the light in downward direction so we can connect then our soul or consciousness to the planet Earth. There are more details about how and when we become our physical body, but not that new. Well, and the voice that told me I can't get to higher dimensions because I was lacking self-awareness or something, those higher planes that are actually platforms to exercise different aspects of higher consciousness, showed me the location where this guardian spiritual master was ubicated, but actually I remembered he was somewhere in the shadows and appeared as I approached. Well, then the idea was that this kind of circumstance that this master engages you with as you enter the earth through the pyramid lights requires the exercising of your consciousness to straighten you up, is like aligning your core values to universal spiritual moral, perhaps. The fires, geometric forms, and bottom environment of the guardian represented somehow his, quote, private work office with his experiments all around. He is also studying how to design circumstances for the exercising of consciousness by studying presentation of energy and emotions. And there was something really interesting about the galaxy that's leaning on that stone, but as I focused on it, I became dealing with thoughts, and I remember I accepted to get into the plain earth where this guardian offers, quote, challenges, because I was thinking I knew my human body and identity was there, and it was familiar to me, but I wasn't that attached. I was thinking, well, at least there you can, quote, improve yourself, get better status, and enjoy better roles. Okay, that's it by now. Apologies for the unorganized presentation, but I expressed it as I'm diving into the experience presently. Thank you for your work, the connection you have with all your virtues, and your integrity and support the purpose. I really know what I'm talking about because that experience was true and real as anything in my earth plane life. I actually met the guardian in life a couple months ago, and I've been working with him. It's like he has sims of himself that are human beings as we, and they hold their inner in a bit of consciousness of the total guardian, which is their higher self. And I went through some of his challenges during our engagement, and yes, I've learned a couple of things by attending him. Also, I saw another of your creations, and I somehow know what they are about. Thanks again for your interest. Feel free to share. I think that we are in a changing era, and many people might do a great improvement as they see the right direction. The point is that we need to believe and know that these are actually real messages for us, your art as an example, to get benefit from them. And so this was the experience I wanted to share from Dennis, and thank you so much, Dennis, for letting me share this with everyone, because I think this is such a powerful experience to show that this is real. This stuff is real. The images that I create are actual real places. They are real experiences that people are going through, that are having different kinds of interactions with these beings, with these places. I've had other people tell me the locations they've seen them in their, shamanic journeys, things of that nature. All the time I see this, but this particular experience I felt was very powerful to share. And also this is for Blue Star as well, because this will share a little bit more, since that was one of the aspects that I was bringing through, was one of his aspects that he's working as the guardians. And the guardians I've talked about this many times on my channel, and then I've done videos about this as well, about different kinds of guardians and the different roles that they play, and that there are the blueprinters group, but they actually oversee the blueprinters group. So if you're part of the blueprinters group, you're probably working in this realm in some way, shape, or form. It's all a little bit different. And the guardians to me are basically not necessarily a specific race of beings. They are a conglomeration of different beings all working towards a goal. And so that's why I wanted to share this with you, because it was so powerful. And I had chills running down my spine, and I was asking, is this something I want to share? Because I think that you guys all have these types of either meditations or journeys or visions, but this person literally came across my path to show them that they're having a real experience, and it was validation for them. It was also validation for me too, even though I know this stuff's real. It's really nice to get people that come around somehow, some way into my realm here that will give me also validation and things that I don't know. Everything I bring through, I bring it through, but I don't even know all the little nuances of what's going on and what the people are doing, specifics, and everyone's going to have a different take on it, but it was just fascinating. So I really wanted to share, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that little experience and sharing of my art. And as I started in the beginning talking about AI and how, AI doesn't have the capability, at least not yet anyway. Let's hope that's, not going to happen. But, we don't know what's going on. It's just that, AI doesn't have this soul energy, this ability to bring down and channel things from your soul, and this certain type of creativity that can go into it. And so I wanted to really bring this forth because it's an important point that we recognize the artists on our planet, not just me, but like all of the artists out there. Let's continue to support those artists. Yes, support me as well because I'm doing the work here, but support all the other artists that you guys love and admire and want their art in your house. Especially now, we really need to support the people however it is. If they have other services, then work with them that way. If they have art, buy the art. Or if they have certain things that, they're bringing out and you really truly love the way that they bring it out, especially now with the art and music, being spit out by AI. And that means there's no creativity on the person's, human part. It's just all AI. Well, we don't want that. We don't want, our whole world with creativity to lose that spark and energy of the divine creation that we are, and the divine spark of creation that we bring to the table here with our souls, with our energy, with our downloads, our vibrations, whatever it is. And so I really implore everybody just to take a second look at that, because again, I've just been noticing it way more in the last 6 months, especially in the last few months, where every day in my email, I keep getting these new AI this, new AI that. And again, I'm going to talk about this another time. I'm not putting it all down because there are some benefits to some of this stuff. But like I said, if you're using one of these AI tools, please remember to use the tool. You then have to not just regurgitate and then use that and run with it, whatever AI spits out for you. You have to use it and then create from that. Okay, so it might give you a starting point. It might give you just an idea. It might give you, we should be getting our own ideas from downloads, but I'm just saying, if you get the idea from an AI source, it's not to put it down. It's just a matter of, well, now what are you going to do with that? And how are you going to make it your own? How are you going to put your own unique stamp on it to make your own creativity out of that? Because it's not meant to just be by itself, that's it, and that's what you get. And I think people will be able to tell, frequency, especially as we raise our consciousness and frequency begins to raise, we will get more and more adept at seeing through that and being able to tell when someone has put their heart, soul, and energy in it. And I'm not saying, like I said, it's not that it's all bad and you shouldn't use any of it. It's just a matter of how you use it. And you can even take the energy of whatever you create and change the frequency of it so that it has frequency, it has soul, it has energy. That can be done. So that's my little spiel today, and I wanted to share this. So thank you, Dennis, so much for this experience. Thank you so much to Blue Star for the creation and the inspiration for the creation. And you can actually purchase this on my website at lightstarcreations.com, where you can find all of my artwork, which is actually for sale as prints, and the metal prints and the photometallic paper prints, which are absolutely phenomenal because they include the crystal in the paper. Yes, there's actually crystal in that paper. So you actually get that infused, and it's really high gloss, luminous type of paper prints that are just blows everything else out the door. So it's not just a print on a regular piece of paper. And so go check that stuff out, because I have all of my artwork on there for you guys, as well as the Guardian Sacred Builder, which is actually a card in my Celestial Frequencies Oracle deck, which you can purchase. And you can purchase the second edition Magical Dimensions Oracle deck. You have all of my frequency wear, all of the clothing that I have to offer, all of my sessions that are there as well for you guys. Many different types of sessions to assist you forward on your path. And you can go check all of that out. The Starseed alignment sessions, my Healing Shield attunement sessions, my Sacred Keys acceleration system. You have all sorts of options that I can help you with, custom art, custom music, all sorts of stuff. So it's best to go check out my shop page, where it's all laid out for you in categories, and you can choose whatever you'd like, and you can let me know if you have any questions about anything here as well. That is it for today. I'm going to be back with some awesomeness for you guys, and where I'm going to sign off and come back at another time, but I think I've taken up enough time already here just with this. So I'll come back and do some more activation for you guys. And I love you, and I'm sending you off with love from the galactics, the angelics, and the elementals, all of your higher selves up there, and all of your spiritual guides. And so we will see you guys soon. Bye for now.